Hey everyone, this is Robin Pike with Crafty Stamper, and today I want to show you how I made this card right here. It's called a triple flap fun fold card. There's one flap, got two, and three. I did one in Night of Navy here. I did another one in Old Olive. I did a little bee there buzzing by. And this is May the New Life of Spring Bring You Joy. It looks like I may have missed putting on an embellishment. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And then next, we have this one right here that says Welcome Spring. And this is in Pretty Peacock. And this is Designer Series paper here. This is the front, or it could be the back. We can say this is the front, you flip it over, this is the back of it. So it only takes a little piece of paper to do this, and you get two different looks there. Same for the other. All right, so let's get started, and I'll show you how to make this. The first thing we're gonna do, this time I'm gonna do a different color. I'm gonna do Blackberry Bliss. And so let's go ahead and get it cut. I'm gonna have to put the arm out on the paper trimmer. And we're gonna go with 7 1/4 and 5 1/2. And then we're gonna score it at 4 1/4. Okay, now we're gonna set that aside. Now we're gonna do the flap. And on this flap, we're going to do 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, and then we're going to score this at 1 inch. So let me move the blade that cuts, move it out of the way. I'm going to put this on 1 inch, and then we're going to score it. Okay, and then our next piece is going to be called flap 2. It's down to 4 1/4 right now, so all we need to do is cut it down to 2. And then we want to score this at 1. Okay, and this is all your pieces for the colored cardstock here. And then next, we're going to cut an inside panel that's going to be 5 1/4 by 4. And that is your standard size for the inside. Okay, then here we go. I'm going to show you. Goes right inside here. Okay, so we've got that out of the way. Let's see what else we need to cut. I need to cut a 4 by 3 piece of paper because we're going to emboss that. I'm going to show you how to do that here in just a minute. All right, we've got that. And then I'll need a small piece of white. I'm just going to keep this over to the side. It's not small, but anyway, just to do the stamp the sentiment here in just a minute. So I'm just going to set it aside. Okay, so next we're going to cut our paper. And let's see. Got a piece right here. And we're going to cut this to be 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. I think it's already at 5 1/4. It is. All right. So now next we're going to do 2 3/4. It's going to go straight up here. All right. We're going to put it aside, and then we're going to do a 3 by 1 3/4. So let's go ahead and do a 3 1 3/4. All right, and then we're going to flip it over and we're going to use this side. All right, so let's look. I think that's all of the cutting that I'll need to do. So we're going to put the paper trimmer away. And the next thing we're going to do is get out the embossing machine. It's called a cut and embossing machine. And so we are going to cut out the circle that you see here. We're going to cut this out, and here's the die that you cut it with. So on this particular one, we're going to use the base plate 1 and 2. This is 1 here. We've got the base plate 2, and then these are both 3s. So we're going to put base plate 1 and 2 down. We're going to sandwich the die in between these 2 plates here. And so, let's see. I'm going to get just this piece of paper right here. I'm going to put this down. You want to put the raised side down so it will cut into your paper and emboss it. Slick side needs to go up facing you. Okay, so I'm just going to put this here. And we're just going to roll this through here. Okay. I'm going to move this plate out of the way. And then here is your cut piece. It still has some of the little flowers in there because I've used it so much. I haven't cleaned this out, and it's still got some white paper in there, so that's why it's not giving me a clean cut here. So it's my fault. Okay, so instead of going through all of this, I'm just going to put this aside because I should have one already cut, and if I don't, then I don't see one. So let's go ahead, clean this out real quick. Just poke it through. And this is a good little tool to have. It's got the little pointy edge here, which is good for picking up things with. It's good for poking this out with. Call it my little pokey tool. And this is got some little sticky stuff here, and it's good for picking up things with. You just put it down, pick up. Very good to have. All right, so let's put this over here. We'll need that here in just a minute. I'm going to take this away. And this plate, no, let's see, I'll need that plate. I'll need plate 2. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is get this piece right here. This is an embossing folder. And I'm going to put my small piece of white cardstock in here. And this was the piece that was 4 by 3 inches. We're just going to put it in here. We're going to try to line it up on this line. You can see the line here. There you go. We're going to put this down like this. We're going to put this plate over it. This is the gray plate. We're going to put this over it. We're going to run that through, and then that's going to emboss those flowers on there. And these flowers, this embossing folder here, is a celebration item. And if you're not familiar with celebration, it's something that Stampin' Up! Has every year for January and February. And when you purchase a certain amount, this is $60, then you get this free. And then they have some other ones. They have a lot of other things too that you could get. But I really did like this embossing folder, so I went ahead and got it. They have some things that if you spend $120, then you get a bigger item for free. So it's always a good time to get some of your product if you want to. And we have a new catalog that came out in January, and it will last through April 4th. So, all right, so we've got this. I think that's all we're going to be doing with the cut and emboss machine. So now it's just a matter of creasing these lines and then gluing it together. So let me get this, and we're going to crease those lines. Just going to use the bone folder because we really want it to get flat because this is pretty thick here. So we want it to stay as flat as it can. This is a really nice card. And I just want to give a shout out to the Tatted Stamper. I saw this in one of her videos and I just really did like the card. So I kind of put my take on it, changed up a few things, and I like the way that it turned out. And I will have this up, let's see, up on YouTube, and which I hope you'll be able to go and watch it. And like and subscribe, don't forget. I really could use these subscribers because I'm trying to be able to go live on there. And in order to do that, I think it takes like 50 subscribers. So I would really appreciate it. If you like the card and you like what I show you, I would love to earn your business. And I would love to for you to go check out YouTube and watch my videos. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to put this flap here, the 1-inch flap, over, and we're going to glue it down. And all we want to do is butt this up and just try to get it as even as you can. So we're going to put some glue on here. Oops. Guess I need to go a tad bit slower, huh? Wipe that up. All right, so here we're just going to try to line it up as good as we can. And then we're just flipping that over there. Let's see. And this is an eraser here, and it will take care of this glue. Just kind of rub it on there, and it will take it off there. All right, so we've got that flap. That was flap 1. We've got it down. Now we want to move to the next one. And it's going to be this flap right here. This is going to be flap 2, flap 1, and flap 2. All right, so we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to put some glue down here. Okay. And then we're just going to try to line this up here. And let's see. Is that, I think that might be it. Let's see. That looks like it. Okay. Just rub that down really good. Make sure it sticks. Okay, so now our flaps are on. So the next thing I want to do is put this piece of paper here, the DSP paper, and this comes from, this is called Perennial Lavender Designer Series paper. And this is some of the pieces of paper that you get in there. I've used some of it, but you have, let me pull this out so you can see better. You have this pretty color here. I'll move that out of the way. And this pretty color. You have this with the little flowers. It's just so dainty looking. Then you have this. It's got the butterflies on it. Is that not pretty? Isn't it beautiful? They do a really good job with their colors and putting the stuff together. Okay, and then there's another one. Okay, and then also have back sides to this. So you flip it over. You've got this pattern here. You've got this with the checks. Got this pretty purple color. Isn't that beautiful? So rich looking. And I think the Blackberry Bliss always looks so good to me. It looks like velvet. So that's why I chose it today. All right, so let's get this out of the way. Just wanted to show you those papers that I'm using. It comes in a big pack. It's 12 by 12. If you have any questions on it or would like to order it, just let me know and I can help you. If you need any of these products that you see me demonstrating here today, just let me know. I can help you. Okay, so here we're just going to put this paper down. My glue is getting low, so I may have to get out another bottle, but hopefully we'll make it through this video. Okay, got that done. Now we're just going to put this down here and try to even it up all the way around, top to bottom and side to side. Okay, and then here we're going to put this, but first it looks like there's some glue up there, so I just want to get that off of there. Okay, and so here we want to put our embossed piece that we did. We want to put it down. And you need to add a little bit more glue than you normally would when it's embossed, so it can get in all the little cracks and crannies here. Want to make sure it stays put. And if you don't use that much of it, then it could possibly start lifting up. So, and we don't want that, do we? Okay. All right, so we've got that down. All right, so next, we're going to put this piece here on. I'm going to burnish this again really good. All right, going to put some glue on this side because I want to use the reverse side this time. It looks like wheat. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's pretty on this other side. So we're just going to put it down. Let's see. I'm trying to line these up here. I'm trying to make it straight going around through here. Looks like it may be stuck, but that's okay. Alrighty, so next I need to emboss something on the inside of this card. So let's see what we've got. I could do what we did on one of the other cards, and I put a little hello for me to you. I could do that. Let's see what else I have out here. I'd have to look for another one. Let's just go ahead. Let me see. I bet we can find something different and let you look at it. Let me get something over here. All right, what if we do a thank you? And then you made my whole day. I think that would be good. Let's see. Let me see which one it is. This is it right here. And so we're just going to put it down here. Let me stretch this out some more. All right, and we're going to put this down here. Let me get my block here. Trying to get this as straight as I can on here, and then pick it up with my block. And then we are going to need Blackberry Bliss. So let me get that stamp pad. Okay, and this is the stamp pad right here. And this sentiment here, the one that says, you made my whole day, it comes from Tags of Thanks. It's also in my online store, so if you want to go and look at it, you could purchase it if you want to. I'm just going to stamp down here to make sure that this is coming out good. This is a brand new stamp. So with these photopolymer stamps, sometimes it doesn't, the first time, you know, of use, kind of has a film on it. So we want to make sure that it's going to stamp good. If not, we can always flip it over or get another piece of paper. So here we're just going to put this right on the inside. Try to put it in there as straight as I can. And the best thing I could have done was use this foam pad here, because that is great for photopolymer. And look, I messed up right there. So let's clean this off, and let me find, I'm just going to clean it off with this right here. Okay. And so let's try that one more time. And I'm going to get this this cushion here to stamp this with. All right. So let's try that one more time. Oh yeah, that looks good. Very pretty. Okay, and then next, let's see, we'll go ahead and put this down. Okay, now we've got that down there. I'm going to wipe the glue up from the edge there. Okay, so we've got that, and here. And now our next thing is we need to put something here on this little piece. And so I think for this, I'm going to put thank you. So let's take this other one off. Let's get the thank you out. Let's see, I need to get a smaller block to put the stamp on. So the first thing I'm going to do is lay it down here so I get my straight edge, straight as I can anyway. Well, and then just flip it over once you get it straight. That always helps. My hands are so sticky it's sticking to it. Okay, so then I'm just going to push this down here. I'm going to put it in the Blackberry Bliss, and then I'm just going to stamp off here. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay. And here we're just going to center this as good as we can and hope for the best. Yep, that's good. Like that very much. Okay, so we're going to move that pad out of the way, move the blocks out of the way, and then I'm going to put this on Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to close this pad up first. All right, let's see. We're going to put this around the edges because we don't want it to sag. And I'm just going to go all the way around it. Can you see? And then I'll just keep putting them all the way around. That way it gives it stability because we don't want it to sag. You don't want to give somebody a card and it sag and just not look very pretty. That wouldn't be very nice. All right, so I think we've got plenty on here. So now we're going to take the backings off, and that leaves a sticky side to them. And that is what sticks down to your paper. Okay. And here we're just going to center this as good as we can. Press that down, and I think that looks very nice. All right, I'm going to flip this over and try to burnish this edge here. It's just going to take it a little bit for it to kind of settle down and lay flatter. And I'll probably put something on it to make it lay flat. And then next, let's see. I've got these little rhinestones here that I could put on here. I think that's pretty. I have some butterflies. These are brushed brass butterflies. That might look really pretty. Let's try that. Let's do something different. We can put one right here. Can you see that? Let's see. Maybe that will help. Okay. And then, let's see. Let's put another one. I think we'll go with another small one. We'll put it over here. And they say to put things in threes, not in even numbers. So let's see. I may take a big one and maybe, I wonder what it'd look like over here. What do you think about that? I think that looks pretty nice. I like that. All right, so here is the finished card. It says thank you. Here's one flap, 2 flaps, 3 flaps. You made my whole day. So this is the finished card. And let's bring in my other cards that I made today. Let's move all of this stuff out of the way. And then bring the other ones in. And maybe you could leave me a comment in YouTube and let me know which one is your favorite. I have this pretty peacock. I have the Blackberry Bliss. I have the Night of Navy. And I have the Old Olive. All are very pretty. Can't go wrong with any of them. So I'm going to be having a drawing. And if you will subscribe, get others to subscribe, share, just whatever you can do. Because like I said, I'm trying to grow my channel and trying to grow my business. So I would love for you to help me out and share my video, because that's how people are going to see me. And then I will send you a card for helping me out. I'll do a drawing. And so that would just help me out tremendously. And if you have any questions or you want to know how to order or how to get the supplies to make this, I'll be glad to help you. You can reach out to me at my email is craftystamper007@gmail.com, and my YouTube channel is going to be at Crafty Stamper. Let's see. I think it's Crafty Stamper at Crafty Stamper 007. I've just set it up, so I'm still getting used to the names of everything. And then you can always check me out on Facebook at Crafty Stamper. So I sure do appreciate you dropping by. I hope you've enjoyed this card. I hope you've learned something today. And I hope to see you soon. And have a great day, everyone. Bye.